challenger from Beachport, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 110 pounds, Chest Flexor! And his opponent from Suffolk, Virginia, weighing in at 303 pounds, he is the #1 graduate of the Allegheny Police Academy. He is the Black Diamond Wrestling Internet Television Champion, Officer Dan Murphy.
That's mine. He's a paper champion.
Next time you blow that whistle, you should shove it up in places don't shine.
That's what I'm going to do. There's my body joint right here. He's my body joint.
And we're about to get underway in this Black Diamond Wrestling Internet Television Championship match, where Officer Dan Murphy is going to go one-on-one against Chest Flexor. The title is on the line, and what is Officer Dan Murphy doing? He's checking the referee.
Don't forget, the fans voted on this match. They voted for Chest Flexor to face Officer Dan Murphy.
And this match is officially underway.
And the timekeeper on top of it again tonight. That man needs a raise.
I'll tell you what, it's an unorthodox way that Officer Dan Murphy won the title, and he's going to do everything he can to get it and keep it in his possession.
Hey, don't tell my friend to shut up.
I just wish he would take that whistle out.
The fans are not a fan of Officer Dan Murphy.
Can you blame them?
Not really.
Officer Dan Murphy quickly using his side spin. What is this?
Pulled out handcuffs.
Chest Flexor fighting back, making him drop him.
Chest Flexor is resisting arrest.
This is not an arrestable offense. This is a matchup. This is pro wrestling. Ducks underneath the big clothesline from Officer Dan Murphy, but gets sandwiched in between the turnbuckle and the champion.
That was bad. Chest comebacks with a back elbow.
But Chest Flexor is full of fight. Laying in the shots.
Flexor probably landed like 30 shots in there.
I lost count after the second. And now going up to the top rope, but Officer Dan Murphy too quick and catches him.
Ooh, drops him back first across the top turnbuckle.
Like a modified sidewalk slam. Not to sound cliche, but Officer Dan Murphy just completely tying up Chest Flexor in between the ropes every chance he has.
Unorthodox. I've never seen that before.
Neither have I, but this is the kind of matchups you get from the ITV champion, Officer Dan Murphy. Big elbow.
Yeah, he's all right. We're supposed to take your word for that, right? Oh, shut that whistle down your throat, boy.
Another elbow drop to the back.
And just, again, using his size advantage, his strength advantage, just driving all the wind right out of Chest Flexor. Well, look at this.
Fans have kind of set up Chest Flexor for this one. He hasn't been around in about a year in Black Diamond Wrestling.
He hasn't, but I'll tell you what, the fans love him.
The fans love him, but I don't know if he was ready for Officer Dan Murphy.
I mean, there's definitely a size difference in this match. But if we've come to learn anything from professional wrestling, size does not always matter.
No, but a good Boston crab, or not even a Boston crab, that is a, what would you call that? That is a accolade? Is that what they call that now? The accolade? Is that what you're saying?
I think that's what they're called. But look at this, just blatantly choking Chest
him.
Flexor with the whistle strap.
What are you doing?
That technically could have been a disqualification there, Nick.
You're not an officer of the law. You don't touch that.
Chest Flexor should probably quit resisting arrest.
Yeah, what do you think you are, the victim?
Again, this is a matchup, not an arrestable offense, and I think Dan Murphy needs to make the difference as he's just tossing Chest Flexor around the ring.
Like he's a small child.
I mean, if you look at the size comparison here, Officer Dan Murphy weighing at 303 pounds, Chest Flexor at 110. That means Dan Murphy is almost 3 of Chest Flexor. And he's setting up for, looks like a power bomb, but
It's a power bomb, but Chest is getting out of it.
just laying into shots and rolls through. We almost had a new ITV champion.
What's hard of that? Go get it.
And just tosses the whistle away.
No one likes it.
Did you see that? As he tossed the whistle away, the referee was distracted, and Officer Dan Murphy just laying a blatant low blow. But you know,
I don't know what to say about this because Officer Murphy is just
and again
doing it again.
I think he has a hernia or something. I don't know.
I am the law. You are shit.
What is this?
Chest with the roll up.
I get you.
You better watch out. He can get disqualified for this.
I mean, right in front of the ref. That's not a smart thing to do for Chest Flexor.
But it backfired. Officer Dan Murphy thought he got free, and
I think it backfired on both people. Like, you know, Chest wasn't expecting to go for that low headbutt.
how many whistles does Officer Dan Murphy have?
I mean, I'm counting 3 right now.
Oh, God. Man, I thought I was annoyed when MT Offended came out with him.
Let's not even go there.
That troll, Ronnie Starks.
I hate Ronnie Starks.
Both men down, trying to make their way back up to their feet.
I don't understand why the ref's not counting for this.
And Dan Murphy runs right into a knee. For being as small as Chest Flexor is, he is a very tough individual.
He's wily like a coyote.
He's battle tested as well. And now, is Dan Murphy chasing the ref at first?
That was a running backbreaker.
And now just starting to lay in stomps. Wants to drive the life out of Chest Flexor.
There's a small child here letting Officer Dan Murphy know that he sucks.
You know, if a small child says it, they definitely mean it. But look at that reversal. Blocks the shot and a hard slap across the face. Kicking Dan Murphy back. Goes for a dive, but gets caught, backfired. And just goes down right across the knee. That's broken ribs. That's collapsed lungs.
That was a Uranagi backbreaker.
You see that?
I felt that in my spine.
Champion? I don't think so. Not in my jurisdiction.
He is going to be a new champion.
Another kick. Trying to just drive out the life of Chest Flexor. What is this? What is Dan Murphy setting up for? Something we don't usually see from him.
So we don't see Dan Murphy go to the top, or I guess the second rope very often.
We don't see him fly. Goes for the double axe handle. Gets
Roll
rolled up
up.
in the process. And this matchup is over. We have a new champion.
And Chest steals one tonight from Officer Dan Murphy.
You're an accomplice. You are an accomplice, I call him.
The fans letting Officer Dan Murphy know what they think of him.